tonight, disaster at sea. Tributes for the 3 generations lost in a boating tragedy.
A veteran police officer considers quitting after colleagues shoot his brother dead.
You just love life it's itself. We'll never go out to cause trouble.
The NRL showdown, the Sea Eagles and the Warriors go head-to-head for grand final glory.
And party time, fans out in force as the Cats celebrate yet another year at the top.
Good evening, I'm Natarsha Belling.
And I'm Matt Doran. Also tonight, a politician takes on footy commentators in his battle for pokey reform.
And is it wedding bells for Warnie and Liz Hurley? The couple thank well-wishers via Twitter. But first tonight, a Sydney police officer whose brother was shot dead by detectives says he's considering his future in the force.
He's angry he's still not been offered counselling 4 days after the fatal confrontation.
Well, it's certainly the clash of the continents on the footy field. The New Zealand Warriors taking on the Manly Sea Eagles in the NRL Grand Final.
We have reporters at ANZ Stadium and at fan sites in Auckland and Manly. First, though, to 10's league reporter Adam Hawes, who's at the stadium. And Adam, there is absolutely no shortage of support for the Warriors on the ground there.
Yeah, quite incredible. Kiwis out here at ANZ Stadium, but I'm tipping there's just as many over at Auckland's Mount Smart Stadium, where we find reporter Tova O'Brien. Now, Tova, are the New Zealanders really getting behind the Warriors?
Well, I'm not sure about that, Adam. I mean, I'd love to say that the Warriors have had as much airtime as the rugby union has over the last few weeks, but it just...
OK, thank you, Tova O'Brien. Now it's time to check in on Sea Eagles territory. Our very own Natarsha Exelby is at Manly Leagues Club. And Nat, is there much of a crowd there?
Adam Hawes, I cannot hear a word you just said to me. It is epic down here at the moment. Have a listen to these guys.
And at home in that crowd, don't you think?
Absolutely, she did. And the day after the AFL Grand Final, thousands of fans have turned out for the winning Cats, and I say this with a smile, the runners-up, the Pies.
And while the flags were flying high at the Geelong camp, it was a solemn day for Collingwood. They farewelled their senior coach. And joining us now with all the details, Nick Butler. Nick, is the party still going strong?
Well, Matt and Tash, the Cats are still purring down here in Geelong. Three flags in 5 years.
Still to come tonight in 10 News, a stink bomb forces the evacuation of a packed pub.
Also, what went wrong? Investigations begin into the Ferris wheel plane crash.
And a helping hand for grandparents who need it most. Let's take a look now at the Sports Tonight headlines. Rob Canning is in the newsroom and he joins us now. Rob, shocking news for the All Blacks at the Rugby World Cup.
Yeah, that is right, Tash. The perennial chokers have received an almighty blow with their key playmaker Dan Carter ruled out of the entire tournament. The Cup favourites left reeling after scans taken late last night revealed a torn tendon in his groin.
It's a tragic situation for a highly talented young sportsman.
Well, the Wallabies have their own injury dramas, and coming up, the 2 players who've been called into the squad ahead of the quarterfinals. Meanwhile, England survived a huge scare against Scotland. This dramatic late try sealing a 16-12 victory. But there is more trouble off-field for England later. The latest allegations levelled at the 0-3 champions. In the English Premier League overnight, controversy reigned in the Merseyside derby. A 10-man Everton left livid following this send-off decision. And no Carlos Tevez, no problems for Man City over Blackburn. This, the best of the goals so far this weekend. Adam Johnson with an absolute cracker. We'll have further highlights ahead. And for those of you weekend hackers out there, this should make you feel pretty good. An air swing by Kevin Na in Las Vegas, and he was a little lucky too after not being penalised. Showing the best of us, or the worst of us, it's okay to completely miss from time to time. I'll have those stories and more coming up in a big edition, a comprehensive wrap, including the NRL latest of the Grand Final and those ongoing celebrations in Geelong. Guys?
Good on you, Rob. Thank you. Well, joining us now for an update on all the weather details is 10's meteorologist Magdelina Rose. And Mags, in Sydney, it seems at least the miserable weather will stop for no one, no matter how many prayers, perhaps, from NRL fans.
That's exactly right. The weather doesn't seem to care that it's been footy finals fever across the nation. In fact, today we've got an east coast low. It's been driving very strong winds, heavy rain and extremely cold temperatures to much of eastern New South Wales, Victoria and the ACT. I'll have all the details on that very shortly. Firstly, let's have a look at how the capital city's shaped up. And it was dry but a lot colder in Brisbane today, reaching only 23 degrees. That is 4 below average for this time of year, but it probably felt a lot colder, with most suburbs seeing gusts of around 50 to 60 k's an hour. A lot worse in Sydney, though, reaching 17 degrees today. Lots of rain, in fact, across Sydney. The heaviest total was Avalon, 58 millimetres so far. The city picking up 12, and very boggy under the boot for the NRL Grand Final, with Homebush picking up 14 millimetres. Also a taste of winter for Canberra today, reaching 15 degrees today. Further south for Melbourne, it was a lot more pleasant than what we saw yesterday for the AFL Grand Final. Just 0.2 of a millimetre, highs of 18 degrees. And finally, for Adelaide today, it was dry and sunny with a maximum of 18. To the rest of the nation now, we did see a little bit of patchy rain across Western Australia. Nothing recorded in the Perth City rain gauge, though, actually reaching 23 degrees today. And up north, it was absolutely beautiful for Darwin and Broome, temperatures both in the 30s. So that is the place to go if you want to escape winter, but we definitely have some wild weather affecting the east coast today, thanks to that low. And I'll have a comprehensive forecast coming up very shortly, guys.
We look forward to it. Thank you so much, Magdelina. Well, staying with weather now, and last summer's floods in Western Australia may have caused devastation. They also brought new life across the continent. With record wildflower blooms, giant bees are now buzzing in the outback.
Well, is there an interest rate cut on the way? Money Talk is next with Juliet Sarli.
Also tonight, hundreds arrested in New York protest condemning Wall Street.
And the mercury soars as the UK swelters in a heatwave.